Mac, bring her out!
The classic Twilight Zone TV series inspired many films we know as original and famous. We'll analyze on the classic episode Little Girl Lost, which was remade in 1982 as Poltergeist.
Can you say hello
With this in mind, we can start.
to Daddy?
The basis of the episode is supernatural. The little girl speaks from beyond our common realm. She is claiming for help and asking for her mommy. The movie is frame by frame the exact same thing as the episode Little Girl Lost. It's all about the best parts of the film.
It's Mommy, sweetheart.
The girl's father say that she traveled to another dimension,
Hello.
probably the fourth dimension. Then, with the help of his wife and a neighbor, they try to bring the little girl back from the other side.
No.
The Twilight Zone is the best written TV show of all time for many
Take my
reasons.
hand, Crystal.
One of them
My
is
hand,
that younger novelists were inspired by it. That's the case of David Saperstein, who wrote the novel Cocoon in the 80s, when the classic Twilight Zone series wasn't on TV. This means people couldn't remember that episode at all.
God, oh my God.
Some of the best well-known movie scripts from the 80s were also inspired by the classic series, including the movie Cocoon, directed by Ron Howard in 1985, which was based on the novel, but the novel itself is a copy of the episode Kick the Can, which people forgot about it since there were no reruns of the Twilight Zone series at the time.
Here.
Amazingly enough,
Here, honey.
the little girl from the movie looks exactly like the girl from that episode. Also, Spielberg said he wrote or invented the script. A year later, in 1983, he would co-direct the Twilight Zone the movie, which just makes more sense and makes this factual, because he indeed thought of the original show in the early 80s. He helped in the development of Poltergeist, and one of his prodigies was director Ron Howard, who directed Cocoon in 1985. The Twilight Zone, the movie contains the version Kick the Can. That's the part with actor Scatman Crothers and the elders reviving being young again. Watching both The Little Girl Lost and Poltergeist, we end up seeing that the similarities are uncanny. Of course, the movie is based on an 80s setting with monsters. One of the many similarities that contains Poltergeist with the classic episode is the rescue scene, where we can see the little girl being saved from the hands of evil, but one character must cross the other side of the realm. One big issue with American cinema is telling an audience the content is 100% original. Poltergeist was hailed as a unique horror supernatural film back in the day. When you watch this episode, Little Girl Lost, you will understand that you should pay attention to the past a little more.